Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of Legacy of the Rimlen. We're back from our hiatus. I know this episode will come out on April 1st. I kind of have something ready for the party, but I'm 99% sure they won't get there by the end of this session, so we'll see what happens. But before we get into that, it's been a while, so I think character introduction is warranted. Not that I've ever skipped it, but the dice either way have decided that we should start first and foremost with Ashen. Ashen, could you please introduce yourself and your character?
Yes, of course. Hi, I'm Ash, and I'm playing as Illona. It's been a while, but yeah. She apparently said some things last time. The tea has been spilt.
I think you're overestimating the confrontation that Illona and Muninn had. It was just
it's full of brawl, blood was spilled.
Yeah.
Of course.
Illona called him a dick. Muninn called Illona apathetic, and Illona said, "Look, no need to get angry. I'm just trying to keep everyone together." And Muninn grumbled. That's more or less it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what happened. But speaking of not Muninn, the dice. Thank you first and foremost, Ashen. But next, the dice say that we should have Show&Tell introduce herself and her character. Could you please go ahead, Show&Tell?
Yes, hi, I'm Show&Tell, and I'll be playing as Anghel, who's a mute peasant boy and also Prince Charming, and also not feeling like he's doing a great job as such, but he's kind of trying, I guess.
Yeah. I love that Angel's there to keep himself humble when his mindless servants of prophecy that are around him are always trying to encourage him, I guess.
Yeah.
But thank you very, very much, Show&Tell. And then, of course, we would have Dely. Dely, could you please introduce yourself and your character?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I'm Dely, and as usual, I'm playing as Muninn, the traveling scholar. They are from Brightland, very educated, and currently sort of just doing their own thing, I guess. They have to, in terms of to-do list, they have to read a book that they stole, right? But other than that, I think they're playing it by ear, if you know what I mean.
Have to is a very strong word. You were warned to do that, I guess. But you were also told, hey, do it today, and it's past sunset. So, yeah.
Oh, is it too late?
That's not what I said. I just said it would be difficult, basically.
Okay.
But either way, thank you very, very much, Dely. So, last time, other than the bits and pieces that the viewers might have deduced from our incoherent banter, I suppose, we began the previous session with the end of the duel between Cornell and Orita with, I guess unfortunately, maybe, all matter of perspective, I guess, the predetermined outcome that Cornell would win. So, in the middle of the duel, our heroes did see Eusebius and Daniel escape the village unnoticed by either the mortals of the village or the supernatural beings watching. Anghel recovered his ladle, that was a big success, and Muninn was warned by one Anya Verse to read the damn book already. But as mentioned, Cornell won the duel. As a result of his victory and him sacrificing that the party's guide, a random fellow named Jon, because of the magic unleashed, a bunch of Amazons showed up. Enyalios, the god of war himself, spoke, empowered the villagers and put them on the warpath, and basically told Anya, Varus, and our heroes to get the fuck out, basically. And so our heroes did, with our horse like forcing Anghel to get away pretty much, and everyone else running away on foot. Then our heroes meet up with their guide Toxotes, the centaur, and continued on to the place where I guess they diverged from the main road-ish, the Deer's Monastery, where they were supposed to meet with Ophelia, Zarhos, the noble lady who promised them an audience with the prince, because, she's the prince's cousin. Either way, during their forest journey, first things first, they heard the centaurs of Acacius fleeing to the west, given the slave army that was just unleashed. And also, our party was contacted by everyone's favorite ancient Rimlen general lady, Aurelia, who for once included Muninn in the conversation, though she did call them a barbarian all the time. And I don't know if you remember this, Deli, but there was one time where Aurelia addressed Muninn, "Barbarian, what do you think?" And Deli, you thought that Teeironor was addressing you, Deli.
I do remember that.
Yeah, it was funny.
yeah, that happened. Either way, Aurelia had basically been told by Acacius, "Hey, you should probably go to a city to the north and west because there's gonna be a big battle there." The same message that Aurelia had once received from Nictelios. So she wanted to know from our heroes WTF was going on. The end result of that discussion was Aurelia was willing to help, but would put the lives and safety of her own people first, and either way she would want to get more information first. And basically she said, "Once I reach a decision, I'll contact you again." She also found out some other minor pieces of information, including how many years have passed since she was entombed, for lack of a better term, etc., etc. Anyway, after that, our party reached the monastery. Toxotes, the centaur, departed our company, and Anghel went on ahead to warn the monks of what was going on, while Illona and Muninn stayed behind and bickered, as we briefly described before. The monks were very, very grateful for Anghel's warning and received him like a hero, much to Anghel's imposter syndrome, I guess. Basically, there was a discussion of where the monks and the people of the village would go. None of the options were particularly good. The end result was the monks and the people would go to New Spring, aka the city that just burned down, but go beyond it, not stay there. The monks then swarmed Anghel with their benedictions, and Muninn, quote unquote, rescued Anghel by accidentally pulling both of them into the river. Now, soaking wet, the three of you plus your companions were set to go to the stables of the Deer's Monastery, presumably what's left of the stables anyway, to meet up with Ophelia Zarhos, as was the sort of original intent, so to say. Now, as I go and turn on the background music, especially since it has been a while since our last session, and I figure everyone could use a bit of a warm-up, so to say, I think it's only fitting that I ask everyone, what's up? What's going through everyone's mind? What are you guys thinking to sort of set the mood for what's to come, I guess? Any volunteers, or do you want me to pick we're in a classroom?
I don't mind going. I've got probably the most basic answer, so I don't mind going first. So I think Muninn is obviously priority number one for Muninn is to get this book read, because as far as they're concerned, it's probably too late. So they definitely don't want to keep it going any longer. But I think at the same time, they don't want to be awkward in terms of if I just pull out this book now and start randomly reading, is that kind of strange? Is it Is it safe to do so? That's a good question.
This may or may not like influence your decision, but I'll just like give you because information is like it's not bad to have. Unlike the other books you've stolen, this book, Circe's Chronicle of Ancient Demons, is it's not laden with any precious metals. In fact, it looks more like a old, decrepit notebook. In general, monks have the job of like transcribing over and over again whatever's in their library. They clearly didn't think that this particular book was valuable. Something like maybe an instinct, maybe a bit of like divine intervention pushed Muninn, and they're like, hey, maybe there's more to this book than meets the eye. But the monks clearly didn't think so.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with that in mind, it's probably I think, yeah, like you said, Muninn feels like because this is such an inconspicuous like journal or tome or whatever, the fact that Muninn was drawn to it is so enticing because it's like whatever. It's probably just someone's like recipe book or something, right? When you look at it. So yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, I think they want to keep traveling, obviously, or get going, but they want to get reading too.
Additional bit of like information. Of course, you guys can keep traveling, but it's past sunset by this point. It's been a very long day as well. Up to you, however, how you want to go about it. And I guess
that's a good point, actually. When you put it like that, that's a good point. Maybe some bedtime reading then, if you know what I mean.
You'll ruin your eyes, but sure. Anything else from you, Muninn?
At the moment, I don't think. Yeah, I think that sums me up, or sums Muninn up at the moment.
Noted.
Always bearing their nose in books.
Makes sense to me. Who would like to go next? Or again, shall I appoint someone like I'm a school teacher?
I can go. I think Illona's like slightly confused by seeing her again, earlier.
I also, my question, obviously you can form an opinion about seeing Ophelia again, but I also meant your character's general thoughts at the moment before coming
before.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. What happened exactly was the
Anghel and Muninn just fell into the river, and we sort of played Illona as like trying to stay away from the monks because they may recognize her, and the monks didn't pay her any mind, so no one worries about that. But it was just kind of pathetic watching them fall in the river.
Okay. I think Illona would be kind of like this annoyed mother feeling in that case. Kind of like, oh gosh, you guys gotta grow up. Always so much.
Understandable.
I think Illona's like kind of impatient of like following the orb and just like things keep happening, She's like, we gotta stay focused, guys. But she's also like the culprit of that,
It's understandable.
Bit of a deja vu moment I had. Like I think Ashen, you said something very similar last time.
I think that's like Illona's base thoughts.
Understandable. Thank you for your input. Show&Tell, any thoughts from Angel's side?
Yes. So I'm thinking that maybe now that we're facing Ophelia, maybe Anghel is like thinking, because we saw like Ophelia kind of starred, quote unquote, in the the vision
thing, yeah.
Yeah. And maybe he's starting to like also question the fact that like she said she will get us an audience, and I mean we saw that her relationship with the prince wasn't that awesome to begin with, and then afterwards definitely not. So, like, I don't know. I guess he's starting to think about that. Now that he knows he might face her.
Understandable, and thank you as well for your input. Oh, I mentioned this before the session, but I ought to mention this for the viewer's sake as well. Viewers, do you see the like little fancy blue number that is like right below Anghel's pretty little face? That's where Anghel stands on the Prince Charming good and evil scale. He's very, very neutral. He has one good deed to like, after like balancing out all the good and evil.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny.
That's actually pretty good that you got positive.
I just look at it that way too.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst you've been at is -1, and the best you've been at is +2. So you're very, very neutral.
Oh. That's not bad.
What was the bad deed?
Well, you've done
you
plenty
remember?
of bad things, but well, I guess
Thank you.
I guess bad isn't the
Okay.
right word. It's like not Prince Charming like.
Okay, yeah,
Right.
fair enough.
Either way. So, you guys proceed. Well, that was the plan at the very least, that you guys would proceed to head to the stables. Also, small detail, Bob mentioned that whatever you guys think, he's gonna like tell Ophelia everything about what happened in the village because it's kind of his duty. You didn't object back then. Up to you guys. What do you do with that now? But anything before you reach the stables, or shall we get right to it? Up to you guys.
Mm,
Could I read now, or is that not?
I mean, it's like a minute or two away. You might get like through like the first page.
Okay. In which case, probably not. Or maybe should I start reading now, even if it's like, even though I won't be reading for very long?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, why not? I don't know.
I don't know. I would like to do that, please, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure. Give me, I guess, a quick to see how much you absorb in a couple minutes. It won't be much, even for a good roll, but no, it's a very good roll. But again, it's not much. The first page is warnings, like from the transcribers, aka the monks, that this text is very, very heretical, written by an ancient witch, and should not be trusted. Its purpose in being transcribed is only to like know the signs of the demonic, and thus for the monk to know when to intervene.
Yeah, that's really interesting, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. That holds a lot of potential, I think, for what's to come.
Yeah. But either way, anything else before you get to the stables? No pressure. No pressure. Obviously, I'm just like trying to like go piece by piece.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, per se.
Okay, going once, going twice, sold. When you reach the stables, you immediately spot the luxurious carriage of Ophelia Zarhos, and you see the titular Ophelia Zarhos pacing very, very impatiently in front of her carriage, joined by her bodyguard Hakim.
Ooh, wow. I mean, we'd look around and say, like, oh, I guess we better make ourselves known. And they would, like, hold up their arm as, like, a tall kind of wave, if you know what I mean. Like, they would wave their hand to kind of gain her attention.
Her attention would be gained either directly or Hakim would tell her, and she would, like, march off in your direction in a sort of frenzy. Hakim seems like slightly unsure how to proceed, like whether to follow Ophelia or guard the carriage. So for the moment he'll stay back. But Ophelia walks up to your group and says, "You are supposed to be here by afternoon. Do you realize that our timetable is short? Do you realize the urgency of our situation?"
Not wanting to speak up, but Muninn maybe, unless someone interrupts them, they would say like, "We got a bit sidetracked, but we realize how late it's got. We didn't realize how late it's gotten."
I really don't think you understand the gravity of what is going on. But I don't think you've ever seen her this frantic.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Muninn would clear their throat and say like, "Oh well, I suppose we could travel faster to make up for lost time."
Idle Science, what's going on?
Nothing's going on. Do you?
I mean, I don't know if anyone translated, but sure.
Above board. We were talking about it last session. We can have always firstly be the translator if Muninn or Illona are unwilling.
Okay, cool. Or like just maybe he'll just relies on Always Thirsty now that he has him there. Yes.
I figure it's simpler than like always being dependent on having a player nearby.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if he's around anyway, right?
Yeah.
Not to put it like that, but you know what I mean.
I mean, you're there anyway, so.
Yeah. You'll do it. Like, no.
Her very curt reply is, "Nothing's going on. The roll that I just rolled is her sneaky."
Oh, damn. She has...
Oh,
That's
Can I do-
alright.
She is she rolled very, very luckily. She got a critical success.
Yeah, damn.
Holy guacamole.
Now
could I possibly beat that? No.
mathematically no, unless you like roll very well and dump all your fate points.
Okay.
Nah.
Yeah. Okay, we're not going to get it then.
Well, I will say
Wait.
this doesn't mean that you believe her. It just means that she like doesn't let anything slip, I guess.
Okay. So because we failed because we can't get the roll.
I mean, again, you can, but you'd have to be very lucky and like dump all your fate points in this roll mathematically. I mean,
Yeah.
For
of course.
Illona or for us too? Like...
well, just taking.
Oh no, it's not a sneaky. Sorry. It's a careful,
careful.
right?
Taking
Yeah,
Anghel as an
okay, so never mind.
taking
Yeah.
Anghel as an example, you'd have to roll if you roll a critical success on a careful, aka a 7, you'd have to dump 2 fate points to reach an 11.
Yeah, that's insane. Okay.
Quite very horrible.
She just got very, very lucky, or in spite of her obvious agitation, she has a good poker face. I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. So because we can't know for certain, can we still object even though it won't be like a "I know you're lying"? Can we still object and be like, "Oh, something's not right"?
Yeah, of course. And you can also like call her out like, "I know you're lying. It's just that she herself is not going to let anything slip."
Okay.
You can jump to your own conclusions. It's just how, yeah.
Okay. I guess Muninn would ask, like, there's something you're not telling us, isn't there?
There's plenty of things. There's plenty of things I'm not telling you, just as there are plenty of things you're not telling me. I thought we established that from the beginning.
Yeah.
Touche. All right. Well, if you're not gonna tell us, then I suppose like it's getting dark. Are we gonna travel in the morning?
We're behind schedule, but traveling at night will be dangerous, especially in these parts. And what on earth happened to this place? She like indicates the like burnt down monastery, and I think Bob would intervene and say, "There's a lot you ought to know, milady, including about what our group has been up to."
Oh no.
He's duty bound to spill the beans.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if like, I mean, should we care about that? Like, probably.
I thought you were gonna say, should we kill him?
No, should we care? I said no.
Should we kill him?
He can't spill. Yeah. He can't spill the beans.
Not Bob. No.
Like, how funny would that be? Like, we all turn on him and like, yeah, it's your time now.
That'd be so good.
It would not
I'd
be
love
the
it.
it would not be the most fucked up or the biggest betrayal in this campaign that you guys have undergone.
No, I'm just wondering if it, like, I mean, the thing that happened is a pretty big deal, and I don't know if it's like, I mean, what is Rebop going to tell her? Like,
Everything.
He will be as
Yeah,
honest as possible. Like
yeah, but is there something that we're
for instance,
particularly trying to hide?
for instance, he's even gonna like spill the beans on how Illona killed that one Amazon, for instance.
Yeah, okay, that's like a thing, but Anghel doesn't know about it, so I don't know.
Basically,
Yeah.
everything that Rebop has seen, he's going to report.
Yeah. Yeah, but as far as I guess what I'm saying is that as far as Angel's concerned, he doesn't mind that she knows, what happened there.
Yeah. I suppose there's no way to, unless we use a stunt or something, there's no way to stop him from doing this as well.
There's always a way. You just have to think of it.
Yeah.
We just said what the way.
What, kill him?
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
I think that's like not seeing the forest for the trees, but whatever.
Love it.
And I love it that it's not even what I said. I mean, and that's what you heard.
Yeah.
It's what I wanted to hear.
I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's my fault or yours.
Above board, Rebop believes that delivering the information is urgent, so he would do it now, like also in front of you guys.
Oh,
okay.
interesting.
Like that's why I was so open about he's gonna say everything.
Okay. I guess Anghel is a little uncomfortable hearing it. Like, sure, but he's not gonna stop him.
Yeah. I think same here. Like, especially because, like, I don't know. There's nothing that comes to mind other than death that like would stop. Like, and would it be so bad for him to spill the beans? I don't know. Would it be worse if we try to silence him or like try to convince him not to say anything? Because it's just like, oh well, what are you hiding then?
I mean,
Yeah.
you guys didn't stop Anghel when he spilled the beans to the monks.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Granted, Anghel didn't go into as much detail as Rebop's going to, but
Mm-hmm.
But like, how do we distract him in that case? Or like, try to be like, no, don't say anything, but like we're in front of Ophelia, so how?
Yeah, at this point, yeah, it's. Maybe you can say something like, Rebop, can I have a word? I don't know.
Yeah,
Not
I was,
suspicious at all.
I was gonna say,
I mean,
yeah.
Yeah,
Can we
but...
have a word behind this tree with this gun? We could.
Have you met my little buddy?
Yeah. you could smell him if you like. I don't know why that's the first thing I thought, but we could misdirect and just be like, "Oh, it's getting late. We need to. Well, can't this be saved for later?"
Okay,
Perhaps?
yeah, that's a thing you can do.
Yeah,
Sure.
and then I'll give us more time to think of what we're gonna do.
Mhm.
also, even if you say it, doesn't mean he's gonna follow through with it. I guess we'd have to like play role
Sure.
play it. I guess.
Yeah,
So Rebob just said, "There's a lot that you ought to know, mistress." Cue your guys' objection, I guess.
Objection.
Mhm.
Muninn being, feel free for someone to interrupt me. Muninn being probably the most guilty out of everyone because they killed. Ribeye is what I thought of. That's not his name. Good Eye. Because Muninn killed Good Eye Steak, they'd probably say, isn't it? I mean, and sort of seeing that he's about to talk right now, they'd say like, can't this be saved for later? Like we said, it's getting dark and it can get dangerous.
I believe this information would better inform the mistress as to whether to depart now or wait for tomorrow.
Mhm.
But we just said the mistress just said that the
I'm right
roads
here,
are treacherous and my apologies. Mistress, if I'm not mistaken, you did say the roads are treacherous at night. So maybe perhaps we should keep to your not opinion, what's the word? Advice?
Give me a sneaky, please, and I will oppose with her careful.
Okay. 2. Oh no. Muninn's not very stinky. That's with my upgrade too.
So you got a 2, she got a 5. Are we leaving it at that?
I can't, I could re-roll, I guess. But then even mathematically, I can't get a good roll, right? Or...
No, mathematically you can beat her, it's just that it's very unlikely.
Okay.
Can I assist?
You have to specify the assist before the roll.
Okay.
Mhm.
But like, is that if it, I don't know.
Including like rerolls or other adjustments, it has to be named before the first roll happens.
Okay.
All right.
I will still like to re-roll if that's okay. So my aspect that I invoke is distrusting and secretive.
You are being secretive at the moment, definitely fits. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So close. Not close enough.
Well, if someone compels Muninn and Muninn then spends the fate point, they'll be able to beat the required difficulty. But yeah, I'm not gonna compel Muninn.
Wait, what did you say? My brain shut off.
We
Compel
need to
me.
compel Muninn.
You don't need to. It's just that it's the only option
Yeah.
for Muninn to beat this roll.
Yeah.
I'ma beat this roll.
Okay, I gotta check the character sheet.
Yeah,
because
me
I
too.
have the non-updated version on my computer.
On the computer.
On my computer.
Mm.
Okay.
I thought you got an idea.
I'm reading so far. Some Well, I'm compelling that case. Okay, I'm just like as a suggestion. You let me know first if this is even like doable. It has to be something negative, right? Or
Negative
Like-
or sidetracking.
okay. Either one of the two first aspects I think work for this, but like that Muninn accidentally slips out a secret. That's not too
Oh,
bad. But like, yeah.
I quite
Wax.
like. I would say this, but even if it wasn't me, I would still say that I like that.
All right.
In terms of game mechanics, it's permissible. My only question would be, who determines the secret? Is it Ashen or Dely?
I'd say Dely.
Okay. I will pass along your fate point because Muninn is obligated to accept because they have no fate points.
Okay. So the secret that I could accidentally
Make it spicy,
spurt.
please.
I
Yeah.
peed my pants.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. No, that fits though.
Is it really a secret though?
I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
Well, she doesn't know it.
Ophelia doesn't
Okay,
know
okay,
that.
fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
No, I think that
Not
works so
yet.
well. Ophelia, like Muninn would be like, Ophelia doesn't need to know that I shit myself all over the like. do you know what I mean?
It's so funny.
Yeah,
Don't tell
I
her I
like-
shit myself. No.
yeah, I like that actually. Let's go with that if that's okay.
Now, before Muninn speaks out said secret, I'm assuming, as per the quote-unquote plan, use the fate point that you just got to improve your roll further. Correct?
Yeah, by 2.
Invoking which aspect?
The aspect of Keeper of Secrets, the first one.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Okay.
So, what was again the lie that you told Ophelia? The first one,
The first one. So the first one,
the one that
is-
prompted this roll.
right? It was the lie of. Oh no, the lie was, shouldn't we? Ophelia, you said so yourself that we should sleep. We're wasting time because the roads are treacherous or something.
Okay. So, based on this end result of the roll, she does not find your words suspicious. Now, what do you slip out?
So the thing that I was like, oh, we shouldn't waste time like talking about how I shit myself like that,
Fuck.
She
right?
She blinks in surprise. Rebob says, I mean, I guess I was going to mention that, but it wasn't the main size.
I mean, how could it be? How could it not be the main thing?
There's a lot of shit Illona like chimes in.
Yeah. Muninn nervously like rubs their shoulder. They're like, oh, yeah, not good.
I can't believe it's a plot point again.
Mhm.
This is like the main story now.
Yeah, this is
Trying to
traumatizing.
escape the shitty past.
So, this is Ophelia speaking. I'm to understand that you prefer waiting until tomorrow, in spite of our strict timetable.
Muninn would nod and like look to everyone else and like sort of gauge their reaction. Like, yeah, like that.
Illona would nod too. And like yawn a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Not fake yawn, but be like, yeah. Empathize.
Muninn would emphasize this and say, "Oh, the sooner we are off to sleep, the sooner we can leave on the morrow."
She sighs and says to Rebob, Rebob, tell me everything that happened. But she means like not in this like public forum, but rather in private.
In her chambers.
In her carriage. Though
Yeah.
they won't be alone there, as you already know.
Yeah.
And in answer to Ophelia, Rebob would nod dutifully, as was kind of more or less his intention anyway.
Okay, I have a distraction upcoming.
Okay.
You know how Illona cat lady? Yes, Illona cat lady. Can I just like quickly go behind a tree or something and just turn into a cat and then just like jump scare the fuck out of him in the carriage? So he
Oh.
runs out.
You, again, you don't really have that in-depth of a mastery of this like cat aspect, but
But I like meditated for 1 hour, dude.
yeah, and
That does it.
what that did is like made it so you don't transform erratically anymore, and you don't run after squirrels anymore. That being said, how because I'm not entirely opposed to it. My question first would be, okay, Lona has this idea of like turning into a cat to like spook Rebob. How does she think the turning into a cat process works? And according to that, I'll have you roll something.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I still have the cat statue, right?
Yeah. Yes, you
Okay.
do.
So I would like hold it in my hand, close my eyes, and just like start to really feel, the feline instincts. The like, oh, everything smells. Like, just notice how things feels and smells. And then like,
Okay.
yeah.
Give me a careful. It'll be a difficult roll, but I would say you're sort of on the right track.
Careful.
Not quite good enough, though. You feel again you do feel like a bit of a quote unquote positive in that your senses tighten and like you hear the birds in the forest more clear, you smell things more clear, including like the burnt remnants of the monastery. Perhaps for a moment it's a bit of sensory overlord.
All right. If I got a 4, would that be enough? If I do the fate pointy thingy?
Perhaps.
You know what? That's exactly what I'm gonna do.
Also, Deli and Sean, so I just messaged you something.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't get to see the secrets? Oh no.
Muninn would notice the thing that Teeironor said, and then like just look away and sort of look like flick their eyes between the ground and Anghel to notice if Anghel noticed rather.
But like, am I visible to everybody? Because I was.
I assume you were doing this in like the middle of everyone. You didn't specify that
no.
you were moving away.
I said I wanted to go like behind the tree and turn.
yeah, she did say she wanted to go behind the tree.
Okay, my
Yeah.
bad. My bad.
What does that mean about the thing?
That you don't notice it.
Okay,
Okay.
that's fine.
Yeah, I was a little confused.
Unless you're specifically looking for Illona.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, I have a. Ooh. Does this work? Okay. You know how I have the. Oh no. Maybe this is like tweaking it too hard. Just throwing it out there as a question. If I use tactical retreat, like I'm kind of.
Your stunt, you mean?
Yeah, I'm kind of escaping my physical form.
No,
It's just for-
that's way too much sophistry.
Okay.
I like your
tried.
thought process though.
Yeah.
But again, I think I did mention that if you get a 4, you will get some success.
Okay. Then I'm gonna use Master of Escape, I guess. I think cats are good at escaping. Bing bang boom.
Bing bang.
Bing bong. Bing bing bong.
It's a big stretch, Ashen.
I'm escaping my physical form.
Give me like more of an argument.
Of course I have really good arguments. Help me, guys.
A good argument would be your shoes smell and your clothes are dirty. How about that?
How does that relate to turning into a cat?
Because it's like causing an argument, isn't it? It's like.
Whoosh.
No. Anyway, as far as Illona and everything, running from a. So, you're you're trying to use Master of Escape, aren't you? I guess. Anything that I think in my head is like a stretch. One of the things that I thought of is you're escaping the awkward moment of in the future, like you're escaping. It's not that much of a stretch, but it sort of still is. You're doing this. Yeah, you're doing this to escape the danger,
Repercussions. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
future possible repercussions. Yeah.
Ho.
Okay,
Yes, I like
that's a better argument. Sure. Yeah.
Nice.
Thanks, Deli.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 4, all that I mentioned before still applies of your senses being heightened, but you feel yourself getting a lot shorter and walking on all fours. Above board it's worked, but you get the sense that you only have like maybe 10 seconds to enact a plan.
Okay.
Do it.
Then. Oh. So it will like turn me back into a human after 10 seconds.
You think so, yeah.
Okay. Then my plan is to like sprint really like scarily. You know, like when cats sprint on two like the back legs and like have the front arms outstretched. Do like that in front of Rebab as he's walking towards the carriage, and then like kind of like run ish towards the carriage, but kind of behind it. So yeah, it's a direction he doesn't want to go in.
Can I get a flashy or clever? It will be an easy roll.
I'll get a clip. Maybe I use my birthday inspiration.
Yeah.
The difficulty I had in mind was 2, I'll be honest.
I'll use some birthday inspiration, please.
Sure.
Do it.
So, you do that, like you burst in front of Rebab and do the like cat jump thing that I don't know how to describe, but you did better. And you see, like Rebaba and Ophelia are like retreating towards the carriage, so to say, and you all see Rebab let out the like most high-pitched scream you've ever heard and like trip and fall backwards.
Good job, Illona and Ashen.
Ow.
That was awesome.
Got him good.
Got him good.
Not super sure what the idea behind the plan was, though.
Yeah. Like it distracts her for now. But then what?
Hopefully he will not want to go near the carriage because there's a cat there.
Could we say like Muninn would? It would be I imagine it would be. I'm guessing this is a flashy thing to do, or it could be sneaky. I don't know. But then Muninn would like try not to laugh, but they would say, "Oh my!" They would say, "Oh my goodness!" Like there's something attacking the carriage, and they would try and like shut the door, like assuming that Ophelia is inside the carriage.
No, she's not. No, she's not.
She's not. Okay.
Just lock her in.
Yeah.
That'd be so nice. I wish.
If you run towards the carriage, the other bodyguard, Hakim, will like step forward to stop you because you're not allowed.
Okay.
But
what if
But either way, can I get a flashy from you?
Instead of doing that, could I retract that?
Sure.
Roll. Okay. Instead of doing that, could I lie and say my super duper lie and say like, oh no, like there's a creature of the night, Ophelia, the lie. If this counts as one big lie, there's a creature of the night, Ophelia. You need to get in your carriage to safety.
Ooh.
Would that be good or not?
I mean, it has to be. Like, I have to accept it because it's your stunt.
Okay.
Realistically, she shouldn't, but she has to. So, yeah, there you go. Ophelia hurriedly, perhaps helped in part due to her own unexplained agitation, rushes inside the carriage and closes the door. Hakim just looks confused, like what the hell is going on. The like carriage driver, who we haven't even established a gender for that matter, is just there, so I guess no emotions. And you see Rebab like slightly recovering in the sense that he's no longer like lying spread eagle on the ground. Instead, he's crouching in the fetal position.
Bless
and
him.
Weeping.
Oh, I got him so good. Damn.
You sure
I
did.
almost feel bad. Almost.
Can Muninn do a believe it, like kind of like thumbs up to Illona cat?
I mean, Hakim is still watching you. Careful.
Okay, maybe not then.
Uh-huh.
I feel like every time I hear Illona cat, it feels like it needs like a jingle, you know, like a Batman jingle.
Yeah,
Illona.
Illona cat.
Fuck yeah, Illona cat.
You have succeeded in Rebob not telling Ophelia what happened, like this whole side adventure, at least for the night. Like, you have my assurances that you'll not do that.
Whew. Success.
Instead, yeah, he will spend the night weeping and praying.
What a bitch.
Oh boy.
What an idiot. What a dumb idiot.
What a little fart is.
I love that. Could Muninn sit next to the weeping willow and sort of like plop themselves down and like open their book? Or if like, well, they would do that as soon as there's nothing else going on, if that makes sense. But they would plop
Like-
themselves down.
Like, just in the open. Okay, sure.
Because we're not moving, right? Or
Yeah, correct, but the sun is down, and you'd usually like, if there's no light, you'd like to read by candlelight. Does that make
Yeah.
sense?
no, it does make sense. Could I is there some way to
Well, I'll simplify it for you. Hakim will say, well, piss off and be back here in the morning. Go find your own lodgings in the village.
Okay, in that case, Muninn would like they would go to sit down and they would hear that and they were like, oh, okay, well, and they'd look to Anghel, probably not Illona, right? Because she's still Illona cat.
Illona cat's transformation only lasts like 10 seconds.
Okay,
Oh yeah, I was wondering. Okay.
okay. Well, when Illona cat,
When you see Illona turn back, you will see the thing that I mentioned, except it's also going back to quote-unquote normal.
okay. Oh right.
The thing I DM'd Deli and Show&Tell about.
Oh.
Um,
let's go back
in
to
that-
okay.
in which case,
Quote-unquote normal.
Muninn.
The normal that's been not normal since fairly recently.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry for like
Interesting.
being secretive like that, Ashen, but they haven't told you what it is.
Yeah.
So left out.
Ah. Okay.
Well, Muninn would look to Anghel and say, "All right, well, let's go get a lodging," and then they would like cut themselves off. If they looked at Illona and they would like lodgings. Okay.
Like, we notice it going back, or we notice.
I'll DM you Show&Tell to explain it. I think that would be simplest.
Okay, sorry.
Do you have like a tail, like blop or something? I wonder what it is.
I'm not telling.
Mm.
I'm not telling yet. It's noticeable, whatever it is. I will say that.
Yeah, but we saw it.
Yeah,
I
messaged
got
you.
that, but we saw it change.
You see it in its changed form, and now it's changing back. Does that make sense?
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I think always first they will whisper to you, Anghel, my prince, you know what they say about shapeshifters?
Do I know what they say about shapeshifters?
Give me a
They
clever-
say they're awesome. Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah.
You may give me a clever Show&Tell.
All right, let's try. Ooh, a 2.
Shape-shifting is like there isn't usually just one creature that does it. There's lots of different creatures that do it. Some good, but mostly bad. The always Thirsty is mostly emphasizing that shapeshifters are very, very unpredictable and you don't really know if they're gonna be good or bad.
All right, that's a given. I guess Anghel shrugs, as he does.
The horse neighs, sort of wearily. Rebob continues weeping, and that's all the NPCs do.
Okay.
Sorry, Bob. I really felt for him.
Could I look a boot to see if there's lodgings a boot?
Give me a careful.
Okay. Could I use my extra good eyes to do so?
Let me check the wording on your stunt. Just give me a second. I think you can, but just to be sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
just to be sure.
You can roll regardless. It applies like retroactively.
I hope it applies. No, it's something important.
It would apply.
Okay. Not that it's an important role, but still, it's embarrassing. I'm gonna do.
I can tell you that the normal inn definitely burnt down. It's the place where like you ate the like lamb meat and you first noticed the thing about Illona that I messaged both of you about. Other than that, your best hope would probably be to like go house to house in the village itself and like beg for lodgings. But given that the monastery burned down, you can imagine that a lot of the monks are like lodging with the villagers as well, at least for the night.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Which doesn't mean it's impossible, it just means it'll be difficult.
Yeah. I'm just thinking if there's any other option, really, but I don't think so. Like, unless we do... Excuse me, I borbed. Unless we do the wild camping thing,
The disadvantage of wild camping is that it will probably be more difficult for you to get the necessary light to read.
Mm-hmm.
That's true as well. Well, what do you guys think? Would you prefer to stay? Would you guys prefer to have a roof over our head, or would you be up for wild camping? I suppose there's no harm in going around and asking. It would take some time, though, obviously.
Sorry, I had to sneeze. Illona would be down for wild camping, for sure.
Yeah, I think Anghel would be too.
Okay. In that case, Muninn probably would too. I mean, I do have a big flaming sword. Spear, not sword.
That you have to roll to not have it drop from your hands.
Yeah.
I mean, technically you guys can start a campfire, but that has its own risks.
Yeah. Why don't we do that? Can we start a campfire and then maybe Muninn would go around looking for logs, and then Muninn will be on first night watch duty, if you know what I mean, because they're going to be up reading anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So Muninn would go around Muninn would go around picking up logs or they would start to try and find firewood, is what I'm trying to say.
Give me a careful, it will not be a difficult roll.
Okay. Right, 3.
Yep, you do find your choice of stray branches, firewood, or even debris from the monastery that you can use.
Okay. Could I not to go into too specific or whatever. Maybe Muninn would use the debris as these circle of stones around the firewood, if you know what I mean, and then they would then obviously they realize how are we gonna light this thing? They would look to the spear to say, "Oh, that's a good fire starter," but is it a risky fire starter? Is it a twisted fire starter?
I mean, because you've used the spear before, I can tell you the main difficulty is like in holding on to it after lighting it on fire. Just one spark won't risk much.
Okay. Could Muninn rest the blade of the spear rest it against the firewood, and then so it's on the floor, right? And then they hold the spear and then try and ignite it. So it's like the earth that is holding onto it, or would that not really make a difference?
Sure. Give me another careful. You'll most likely succeed only if you get like a critical fail. Will I say something bad happens? Yeah, you succeed.
Okay, cool. That was easy.
Yeah. The fire is set.
Fantastic. Muninn would look to everyone and say, like, you all should get some sleep. I'm gonna be on first round of night watch.
Okay.
Wait, like how? I mean, is the carriage still there, or did she go?
She's in the stable. Well, the carriage is in the stables. That's where they are. I'm assuming you're not burning down the stables to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, where are? I mean, I was just wondering, like, what happened?
I mean,
like, she's staying the night in her carriage.
Yeah, above board. Feel free. You guys should. You guys have control of your tokens. Feel free to like move them around the map to where you want your campfire to be. Won't matter too much, but since it was asked, I figured why not.
Okay.
If you want a point of reference, the stables are around here.
Oh, okay, so we're like here then, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So
How about over here?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Or is it like too far away from the thing?
I mean, I'm assuming
The
you
what?
don't. I'm assuming you don't want to like camp in the middle of the village where Dely put their token.
Just like outside somebody's house.
Yeah, that's
Morning.
that's pretty much where Dely put Muninn's
Hi
token.
there.
Brilliant.
Yeah, okay. That's perfectly fine. You set the camp. Do you do you go to sleep? Well, obviously, Dely, you said that Muninn would peruse the book. Yeah, what else from everyone else? Doesn't have to be anything. You can just go to sleep. Perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think Illona's tired after the cat business, so she would sleep.
I think Anghel would try to sleep, but I don't know. He might have a lot of, thoughts in his head.
Understandable.
Can I roll, like, to see how well if he manages to get any sleep or something?
Yeah, sounds careful, I think. For lack
Careful.
of, I guess.
Okay.
Yep. I think Anghel would get a good night's sleep. Like,
Okay, I guess he's tired.
yeah, obviously, his mental state doesn't have to be perfect, so to say, but in regards to this specific night's sleep, it's fine.
Okay. Good for him.
As for Dely, Muninn, I guess can I get... I guess you're forceful to see how much you can force yourself to stay awake to finish the book?
Yes. Yes. Sorry. Oh no! Not very much.
I think you'd get like maybe 3/4 of the way through. Like you're used to cramming for exams, but this is a book in like one couple hours. It's a bit much even for that.
There's nothing I can be compelled to do, I imagine. Or is there? I don't know.
I mean,
Keeper of secrets.
I also take a look at your sheet because maybe I can punish you somehow.
No. Someone compel me, please.
In regards to reading, despite being sleepy.
Yeah. I suppose it would be negative anyway, wouldn't it? It would be like, oh yeah, you stay up all night.
Okay, it doesn't matter, I guess.
Okay, I do have a compel.
Me too.
Okay.
Oh.
Who's gonna compel me first?
But like, I only have one left, and then I'll be.
Right, compellable.
If you hesitate, I'll go in.
I think Anghel. It's your time to shine.
Okay. Dely, I would like to compel Munin's Keeper of Secrets aspect.
Okay.
That tomorrow when you guys wake up and meet back up with Ophelia, you're gonna let slip about the vision thing and like her getting beat up and all that.
Okay, honestly, that's kind of interesting, so I don't mind that.
And you're obligated to
Okay.
accept Dely.
No, I'm not. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, I do that. Or I will do that, rather.
Okay. I have passed along a fate point.
Yeah. If anything, that's probably an interesting way to put that into the world, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I actually like that, because I didn't know how to bring it up.
Well, let me sort of like slightly rephrase it. You're gonna bring it up, but like in a clumsy way, like sort of like, oh, like the way your cousin beat you up, something like that.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, needs must.
I mean,
Could
Yeah.
I
it's not even that.
I
You're
still like
obligated to.
Yeah. Could I use my fate point that I got to
Okay.
use
Yeah.
use my secret of knowledge aspect to do +2? Or do you think I should reroll? I think I should +2, right?
A +2 is sufficient to
Okay.
get what you need.
I'll do that then.
Okay. Makes sense to me. You peruse the entire book. Obviously, it's like hard to summarize the contents of an entire book, but it's basically a big encyclopedia, but also how-to guide on how to perform ancient magic, and not necessarily in the like specifics of any spells, but generally how it works, including some things that you guys have been sort of doing wrong, for lack of a better term.
Okay. It goes into specifics of what we're doing wrong.
No, that was just one of the things that's in the book.
Okay. Could I ask what that is? Okay.
For instance, this is partly a lie by omission on behalf of the gods who have been like manipulating you guys. They just told you, oh yeah, sacrifice that animal for me. You're supposed to only sacrifice the bones or like other inedible stuff of the animal, not the entire thing.
Interesting.
Finally.
So we could
As to why you're not supposed to sacrifice the entire thing, basically you give away something of this world over to the magical world. And as a result, the magic can return here in a way that's uncontrolled, aka in the form of like magical creatures.
Okay. So we only so we can only sacrifice bones. So meat and pelts and stuff we can keep, right?
Not we can, you should keep.
Okay.
Wait, so does that mean that all the magical creatures were summoned by us by accident? Or
Mostly.
Whoopsie.
Mostly.
That's so interesting. What the hell?
that means everything's our fault?
Yeah,
Really
more or
and
less.
truly.
I will say not.
Oh my god! Sorry.
I will say
What?
not entirely. I will say not entirely. Like for instance, if you remember when Illona was sneaking in the one place in the slave village, she saw like two just humans
Right.
like
Right, the
constantly.
satyr came from that.
Yeah. So it wasn't just you doing it, but you're definitely the guys who started it.
Shit. But like, for instance, the Mother of the Forest, Prince Charming, all of that.
Another
That could
thing
be us.
that's in the book, but also something that I have told you guys before, is that magic tends to beget more magic. So sort of like, to use an
So we started it with someone, and then they kind of.
yes, to like sort of force the analogy, like once you start the fire can spread on its own.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is why
Yes.
I think this is why a massive wolf destroyed the village, is because we kept sacrificing wolves, right?
Or sacrificing
Okay.
in general, not
That's
necessarily wolves
great.
specifically.
Oh, okay.
That's just great. More guilt for Anghel. I mean, okay, he doesn't know this yet, but
Oh yeah, it's good knowledge.
oh, for sure, it's important knowledge.
And
I know.
with that, you also realize that this is definitely information that was intentionally withheld from you.
Yeah. Okay, we've been manipulated here
Yeah,
to
definitely.
make it better, but
Sons of bitches.
Go ahead.
Is that the main thing that you?
The book has also lots of other very useful information. For instance, whenever I'm like, you encounter like a new deity, and you know how I always like have you roll clever to like, oh, what do you remember from your studies? Those rolls are going to be far easier because this is again basically like an encyclopedia of like quote unquote demons and other deities and stuff like that.
That's really cool. Would that be out of curiosity? Because I know in the other campaign they have like items that give you +2 like passively.
I mean, we also have them in this campaign.
Yeah. But the Bladebeard sword was what the first thing that I thought of. So that book is sort of like that now in a way, right?
What I'm open to changing it, but what I had in mind was that I just sort of like passively reduce the difficulty whenever something that's already revealed in the book would be revealed. It's kind of a general, comprehensive but general guide, but it's not all encompassing, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Okay, cool. I like it.
Curious. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that's really cool. Information. Also cool that we get a passive buff from it.
More like I get a passive debuff, I guess. Well, not I, but the world that's against you, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still good. It's still good. But the reason that Anya specifically insists that you have to read it today, I don't think would be immediately obvious to you. Well, actually, give me a clever, because maybe you'll notice.
Would this clever require a learned mind or not, do you think?
I guess, because like scholars have to read between the lines.
Okay. I think that's fair. Okay, thank you. 7. I'm a big brain.
Obviously, I can't go into too much detail because you don't know the future. But what I can tell you is, you find like sections about the mortal servants of the gods, so to say. Not the free, but rather the like quote unquote demonic gods, even though again it's not the right term, but you know what I mean.
Yes.
And in regards to Acacia specifically, you find like details about an oracle of Acacius, who was an ancient woman who willingly gave herself to the service of Acacius, and thus was able to benefit from his knowledge and his wisdom entirely, but had to give up the entirety of her will in exchange.
Oh my god. I knew we shouldn't trust Cassius.
It's here now.
It is like a trade. Like, it's not just him taking
Taking, yeah.
Yeah, he did genuinely offer that woman all the knowledge that he had, but it also resulted in the loss of that person's free will.
Would you say that was, out of curiosity, would you say that was like a consequence? Or because it doesn't sound like, the way you frame that doesn't sound like Cassius did it on purpose.
It was openly proposed. Like, basically, Cassius told that lady, hey, if you accept this deal, you'll have like everything that you want and you'll never age, but you'll be my slave.
Okay, so Cassius made her his slave on purpose. It wasn't like a because sometimes like things can happen as a consequence, right?
Yeah.
Whereas this wasn't a consequence per se. It was Cassius did it.
I will also say that the book details how at first there was no perceptible change for the woman in particular.
Right.
She didn't even notice that she was now a slave of Cassius, other than like subtle inclinations to do his will. But over time, it evolved into pretty much being just a mouthpiece for Cassius. Specifically his oracle. She was.
Okay.
She gave out prophecies she relayed his prophecies to the mortal world, pretty much.
Okay.
Can I say who I think it is, or is it like obvious? Or
What, the person?
yeah.
You may, but I'll contradict you because that contradiction is also revealed by the book.
Isn't it?
Okay.
It's the ginger lady, isn't it?
Yeah,
remember her
I
name.
mean that's what I thought. Anya Varys.
Yeah, Anya Varys.
The book instead reveals that the last oracle, well, not last, the only oracle of Cassius was slain by one Aurelia Juliana, aka the Rimlen.
Right.
lady.
Okay. So I know who the book refers to, but is the book right? Like, is the book factually correct for sure?
That obviously I cannot tell you.
Okay. Anyway, interesting. Okay.
But Deli, obviously, you may not know this, but the book says, yeah, this oracle person was sent to advise and guide Aurelia, the like Rimlen lady that was revealed in like episode 2, the one that contacted you last episode, and Aurelia, for an unspecified reason, killed her.
Yeah.
So obviously I don't know this. This is just speculation. You can either yes or not. But to me it seems like, so the book states that the only oracle is this one. To me it makes sense. Yeah. Was. To me it makes sense that Anya Varys is an oracle, but is just not in the book, right? Obviously, you can say yes, no, or you don't have to say anything, but that's what it seems like to me.
The book would not say one way or another, but it would provide some information that may confirm or deny your theory. Can I get a clever to see if you can piece it together?
Okay, learnedly or not?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. An 8. Sorry, the maths.
Mm-hmm. What you've seen of Anya Varys, like in the like slave village, and the way she was sort of a parallel equivalent to the Amazons of Enyalios, it seems that Anya Varys is like a mythical creature herself, not an oracle.
Oh. Okay. I think I remember you. Hang on, let me write this down. That's really interesting. And I think you may have mentioned that before in a previous session. Potentially, but I putting it into this context also is interesting. This is like a new, at least to me, this is like a new or at least a refreshed context. So that's pretty cool.
I am not sure if I've revealed this, at least in this context, before.
No, not in this context.
I will say, because you got a very good clever, and I guess it's with your stunt, it's good enough to like push you in the quote-unquote right direction when it comes to answers. There are mentions in the book, occasional mentions, like no names, just like side passages of mortals who somehow ascend and become mythical beings themselves. Although the book does not detail how that happens.
Okay. If I'm quiet, it's because I'm writing down. Because this is this is. Oh, you do? Is it that loud? Oh, sorry about
Yeah,
that.
it's really loud. I mean, I just like you don't realize it, but it is.
Shit, is it really that loud?
I mean,
Wait, so
I realized that during a stream that I was doing. I was using the keyboard, and I was told it was really loud. Like really loud. I mean, you can hear it.
oh, but you can only.
I like loud keyboards. I don't mind.
But you can only hear. I can imagine you can only hear it when my voice activation is going off. Hang on. Sorry, this is a massive tangent. Can you hear it now?
Not right now.
Okay, so okay, that's fine.
What was I trying to? Okay, so I think maybe Anya Varys doesn't. Well, I don't know. Like, cause she did try. Well, honestly, I don't know. To like talk to Muninn and stuff, so maybe her will is not gone completely.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But
because she did try. Yeah, like you said.
but she is struggling, so there is some kind of, I don't know, some kind of
pull, some kind of. Yeah, because she was trying to basically, like, to me, it seemed like she was warning Muninn, don't fucking work for Acesius, or else you end up like me, or like,
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but she couldn't really say it like outright, right?
No, she couldn't. She insinuated it very loosely.
Mm-hmm.
Very loosely.
So the question is, if it's just that she didn't want to like say it outright because she knew there would be consequences, or she couldn't physically do it.
Yeah, that's a good question. It seemed like she physically couldn't do it, but then how do we know that for certain?
Yeah, I don't know.
Guys, I kinda gotta go now.
Oh no!
Understood, Ashen. Before you do, first and foremost, can you talk about yourself and where the viewers may find you, etc., etc.?
Don't worry, I'll make this beat. I'm Ash. You can find me on Instagram. Yes.
Nice.
Second thing, any special like indications of how we ought to play Illona?
No, go ham.
Okay.
Cool.
Call everyone a dick.
Yeah. I'm on a streak. Why stop now? Have a nice rest of the session. It was so nice playing again. It's been a while.
Oh yeah.
Likewise, and was very, very good to have you back.
It was.
We will, as you have requested, go ham.
Awesome. Looking forward to hear the chaos.
All
right. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
See you, Ashen. So, that's obviously there's regarding the book a lot more information, but it's like information like details that would be like hard to summarize like in this info dump, if that makes sense, but will like pop up in specific contexts.
That makes sense.
Or like if you have any questions that you want to ask either now or whenever, and obviously, and if the book has answers, obviously I'll give them to you.
Do you know what? I'm looking through my notes at the moment. I don't think there's anything I'd like to ask it. Which is a shame because I'm excuse me. It's a shame because I'm loving the juicy gossip that it's spilling right now. I don't think if I think of anything, I'll let you know. But I don't think so.
Understood. You're the one who was on first watch, right? Can I get your careful Muninn with your stunt applying?
Yeah, baby. I got a 5.
Yeah, okay. You, because it's a 5, I also give you like a bit extra information as well. You, as you look to the north, especially since like you guys are kind of nestled among hills, but like beyond the hill to the north, like beyond which is the main road, you do see a bright light reminiscent of a large fire. And the info that I will give you extra is that you do remember when you first got to this monastery that you like thought you saw like hints of smoke coming from the north, but you weren't sure and you dismissed it.
Okay.
From the north, which way is the north? Like
Up.
what?
Up.
Do we see? I mean, do we see anything there besides the fire?
Because of the geography, because you guys are in a valley, so you're surrounded by hills. No, you don't really see much.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I will just say it seems like it's a decent distance away.
Okay. If it's a decent distance away, I guess Muninn would take note of it mentally, but they probably wouldn't do anything like. They probably wouldn't do anything. Which will probably come back to haunt us later, but we'll see.
It's also late at night. You guys are very tired.
Mm-hmm.
The best time to like deal with it was probably before.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. I'll above board during the night. Nobody will like come disturb your rest. But I would like carefuls from Anghel and Illona. I'll roll for Illona to see if they also notice the same thing that Muninn did. Okay.
All right. Is it like getting bigger? What exactly is it? Like just flames?
Let's get that careful.
Okay.
Yeah, Anghel and Illona would also notice on her respective watch that it looks like there is a massive, well, not massive, maybe not the right term. Like, I hesitate in using the term massive because I don't want you to think that the forest is burning down. It's not that big. It's big, but not that big.
Okay.
Okay. When is Angel's like turn to stand watch? Like,
I guess
is he second or third?
I guess you and Illona can swap spit. Flip a coin.
Yeah, I guess.
Hang on a minute, swap spit? That's not right. Flip a coin if you want.
Yeah. How do we do that?
I can roll a d2 basically.
Okay.
1's Anghel, 2 is Illona, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Anghel. So Anghel, your middle watch.
Okay, so I mean, if Anghel notices that, I feel like he would have to do something about it. Is it very far away? Like we're seeing hills around us. So.
You see less than Muninn, so I'll give you less information that I gave Muninn. It does seem a fair distance away, and because you're surrounded by hills, at the very least you can tell that it's not the fire's not among these hills, if that makes sense. It looks like it's coming from behind it, which can be like an hour's journey or like 5 hours journey. You don't know.
Fuck. I want to check it out, but I don't know.
Don't leave the camp.
I'm wondering if to send like the horse or something, just to check it out. But yeah, I go ask the horse how fast he can go, or something.
You walk up to the horse. The horse looks at you.
Anghel signs. How fast can you go?
It blinks at you.
Anghel looks at Always Thirsty. That I'm guessing are both. I mean, I guess that both of them are.
He's snoring very loudly.
Okay. Okay.
Can I get your flashy from you to see if you convey the thing to the horse?
All right. A 4.
It. Deli, you're gonna hate this, but I think it's in character for the horse. The horse stamps its hooves and does them not as forcefully as before, obviously, but it does the motion that it did when you guys were fleeing the slave village, like trying to like come up behind you, as sort of like an indicator of like, come on, mount up.
The horse wants me to mount up.
No, Anghel.
Why did you say Muninn you're going to hate this?
I said Deli. I said Deli, you're gonna hate this, not Muninn.
Why would I
okay,
hate?
sorry, yeah.
Because Angel's going off alone into the heart of danger.
Oh, okay. Yet again. No,
all right. All right. Yeah, I was kind of expecting the horse to go on its own, but I guess that's not really. And also, what would it even do? I don't think the horse can convey anything.
Yeah.
So maybe Anghel goes to Always Thirsty and tries to shake him awake?
Give me a flashy, I guess.
Please work.
I'm always thirsty.
Not only does it work, he like springs up, like stands up straight, like, I'm ready, my prince. What do you need? What do you need?
Anghel signs, sorry, can you watch over the camp while I'm gone? I'll be quick.
Of course.
Okay. And then Anghel mounts up then.
Mm-hmm. And once again, you are shocked by how fast this like, what's the word for like a badly bred horse? This like
badly bred.
Of poor stock, for lack of a better term, but also like very ill seeming. You're very, very shocked by how fast it goes, TLDR. Like it goes much faster than even a bunch of very healthy like race horses that maybe you've seen in your life. And yeah,
Anghel pats him of that. I don't know.
I think Angel's just trying to hold on.
Okay.
As for what you see, let me see. Yeah, this is a good map. I'll put this one to the side for a second. So, let me move some stuff. You're over here. Anghel, as you come up on the road, you will, and basically you come up on the top of the hill, astride the horse, and you see the source of the fire. I guess first off, do you notice anything different from the last time you guys were on this map?
No, I don't remember what this map looked like before.
Fair enough. But you will see that the bright fire is coming from this place.
Mm-hmm. What's the difference? You're not gonna tell, are you?
It was a village before, now it's a ruin.
Oh, there, where the fire is.
Yeah, and not only that, you see similar, but not entirely the same as to what Muninn saw when they like rush back to New Spring. You see a gigantic form rampaging through the ruins, the form of another ogre.
No,
shit.
Oh my god.
Good luck.
Thank you. uh
You got to appeal to his good side.
oh god.
Your
All right.
Your horse stamps its hooves ready to charge into battle, but it will obey its owner whatever you decide. Above board, the Prince Charming thing would be to charge in.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Anghel has to. No. I mean, yeah, he has to. So I guess he will. Especially if the horse is like, seems ready to do that.
Anghel, no.
Well, I think it's is it? Yeah, I think it's a good time to reveal this.
What?
Just give me a second to find the appropriate token. I think this would fit the current circumstances, and also I'll give you now have a +2 on your Prince Charming counter. Good on you. Your yay got cut off, funnily enough.
That's a scary looking icon.
Yeah, damn. Where did you find that,
Shit.
dude?
That's like from Berserk or something.
Oh man, right. It does have that vibe.
Yeah.
I'll put the on this icon of the horse just for comparison. But Anghel, right underneath your eyes, your horse changes shape. It grows in size, and it's no longer a sickly I don't know, a horse of bad stock. Instead, it changes into, I guess for us, the modern audience, what we would identify as a Pegasus.
With wings?
Yeah.
What the hell? That's
Go
so
horsey!
cool.
Ooh.
That's such a sick icon too. Very never-ending story. Not to compare. I'm like comparing both icons to things, but it just reminds me of that.
And as it changes right underneath Anghel, I'm curious. Well, Anghel, can I get a clever or careful from you to see if you remember something regarding the story of Prince Charming? But it'll be an easy roll given that it's happening.
What?
Yeah, you do remember among the trials of Prince Charming, the many, many trials, is taking care of a sickly horse. And once the horse deems the rider worthy, it reveals its true form, that of a Pegasus.
Damn, we were
Fuck yeah.
deemed worthy.
You were more like.
Yeah.
Unless that's what you said, and I just misheard you.
I think I said we, but I kind of meant the royal we. No, I'm kidding.
Let me see if I have some more heroic music. But while that happens, you hear a echoey voice from underneath you, Anghel, as your horse literally grows from underneath you. I apologize for keeping this a secret from you.
It's just like, huh? I don't know how he reacts to that. Like, I think he's just like staring at the wings at the horse. And it's just like, okay. And maybe he pats him a little bit to show that he's like okay with it, but I think he's like still kind of in shock.
Please keep this a secret from your other companions.
Anghel nods a few times.
Are you ready to soar, dear Anghel?
He tightens his hands around like the neck, I guess.
Hold on tight. And yeah, you'll be taken at even faster speeds into the heart of danger.
Yeah, but we have a Pegasus. This is so cool. Even
Well-
if we die here, it was worth it. Okay, no, don't die though.
Yeah, don't
course.
die.
Well,
We just got you.
you have a Pegasus, and it's wording it's pretty clear that it doesn't like want to reveal itself to like Muninn and Illona yet.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
90% of the time it's gonna be the like ugly intestinal issues horse.
I mean, and this horse proved himself a lot for us. So I mean, Anghel appreciates both sides.
So, as you ride the horse into battle, again, you dig in because obviously you're about to fly and it's you're going at speeds that you didn't even think were possible. But oddly enough, you feel perhaps disturbingly at home riding this horse. Like, yeah, this is what you're supposed to do.
Okay. Very nice.
And as the horse soars, it will say, "Do you have a plan, my prince?" You see, as you soar, the ogre pretty much just rampaging through this village. The inhabitants seem to have fled, at the very least.
Oh, okay.
Most of them, I think. You'll probably see at least a handful of them cornered by the ogre. Although, to be fair, he's currently busy just destroying the village for the kicks of it. He seems to
Okay,
be
so
distracted at the moment.
distracted by destroying the village, like distracted from the people.
Distracted by the fact that he's destroying the village.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So Anghel will. How are they cornered though? Like the people. I mean, if the ogre is like not paying attention to them, or is he paying attention?
I'll draw something on screen, I guess. Like, imagine
Okay.
there's a building like this, and the people is Hakim's icon like this, and the ogre's kind of like this. Does this make sense?
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. And Anghel sees that, like he sees
Yeah,
them.
'cause it's a bit. There's big fires going on. Yeah, the
The roof is
illumination.
like.
Yeah, the illumination is top tier.
Okay. At least there's that. Okay, so Anghel, like his priority is to get those people out of there. And I guess defeating the ogre would also be nice. But oh god, it's another ogre. It's your Muninn again.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
Yeah, yes.
I feel like Team Rocket.
This guy should really, teach some discipline to his kids. I'm sorry. Like,
You're not wrong.
I mean, he doesn't perceive that the kids are doing anything wrong. They're just carving out their own kingdoms. He doesn't care about the lives of men.
of course not. Of course not. Okay. So, Anghel. What is the plan? Okay. Anghel, first of all, pulls out his ladle. And
You feel more heroic than you look.
that's fair enough. Oh my god, I have to draw Anghel with the ladle. I should do that. That would be so funny.
That would be great, but no pressure, obviously.
On the Pegasus, that would be cool. Oh my god, that would be also hard. I don't know if I ever managed to do that. But anyway, so first of all, he needs to draw like the ogre away from there, right? So that people can run. So I guess he's going to maybe. Can he talk to the horse?
It, not literally, but it seems to understand whatever you wish it to do.
Okay, cool. So the plan is to draw the ogre's attention by flying, I guess, kind of low, so he can, see us, but not let him catch us or something.
May I get a flashy from you, please?
Yeah.
What did you get? Oh shit! Yeah, you got a 6. Okay.
Oh wow.
Okay. The ogre, as he's about to just swing his club again at another building, you fly low right in front of him, and his jaw just drops in shock, and he says, "If I kill you, Daddy will thank me." And he starts chasing
you recognize his Anghel?
with that big of a flashy. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
If you want,
Cool.
if you want him to, of course.
It's up to me? I don't know.
I say that only because I think it would be very good motivation for the ogre.
Yeah.
If you want me to think of a different reason, perfectly fine too.
Yeah, I suddenly thought that we could draw his attention by throwing aiming a slingshot at him, but I mean, if this is flashy is good enough, I guess, whatever. I mean, I don't mind him recognizing Anghel, so sure.
The ogre basically drops whatever act of destruction he was doing and starts chasing after you, allowing the people to run free. They run towards the west, aka the left, on the map, where you see that there are other villages, and you see plenty of fires going on, not burning, but rather illumination fires, aka that's where a lot of the other refugees have gone.
Oh, okay. All right. But, I mean, we do need to take care of the ogre at the end of the day. So they can, because the ogre will just continue to... Okay.
I'm gonna experiment with the music a little bit, because I don't quite remember which track is which. Is this a good track?
I mean, Angel's experimenting, so I think it'll work.
Okay, I think this one will do. So, you have the ogre's attention as it chases after you. I think we'll go in initiative order now, and I'll put the horse in its proper place in the initiative, not at the bottom, but in the front, because he's the quickest here by a big margin.
Go horse! I love this horse so much.
It's so good.
Yeah, here's your Prince Charming moment. The horse on its turn will say, "We have its attention, my prince. What would you have me do?"
Okay, so Anghel just just don't get caught. I guess don't fly too fast for him to lose sight of us, I guess. And also I'm wondering, I mean, we do have the slingshot, so I guess Anghel could the slingshot what it does is
do a David and Goliath? Is that what you're thinking?
I don't know, will that be? Because the slingshot itself, the magical thing about it is that it just, it returns, those, right?
And it's also, it gives you a bonus when protecting the innocent, particularly children. And I think for the coolness factor, yeah, we can say that among the people you've just rescued are children.
Yeah. Okay. So it gives a bonus of 1?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. All right.
You also have the +1 bonus from the monk prayers, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And for... Oh, wait. What did we decide at the end? Wait. How does my stunt work?
Which one?
With the waterfall? Now? When it attacks, right?
Let me check the wording, and I'll give you the answer.
I mean, I can check it.
Yeah, when you attack.
Okay.
It,
And
it,
it's for protection.
yeah,
So-
it would definitely apply in this situation. The horse does go first in the initiative order. I think per what you've indicated, you sort of tried to create a quick advantage pertaining to like being hard to catch by the ogre, if that makes sense.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad that I'm doing this all on my own, though. I'm sorry. No.
Look at the roll the horse just got. I think you'll manage.
No, about that, I'm not feeling bad. I'm feeling bad that I'm like the only one playing right now.
It's cool though. It's a cool like Prince Charming Anghel moment.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, if we ever want to cut back to like I don't know to the camp or something, we can do that too. I mean, if anything happens there.
No. I would say no because this is cool. But I mean,
Okay.
obviously, it's Teeironor. It's up to you.
I'm fine either way. We can do a thing of like following the initiative order pretty strictly, aka when it's Munin's turn, maybe Muninn wakes up for God knows what reason.
Yeah, and Illona too, I guess.
Could I roll to stay asleep? No. So, like, if I have a bad roll, then that's when I wake up.
It's entirely Deli. I'm not forcing Muninn to wake up. Muninn can do whatever the hell they want.
Okay, cool.
Okay. All right, so the horse did its thing, I guess.
Oh, definitely, yeah. On its turn, the ogre, I think, because it sees that you're like too fast for it to catch it, I think it will try to pick up like a giant boulder to throw at the horse. The horse will defend because, yeah, it's at the horse.
Oh, okay.
Tie means the ogre gets an advantage as the boulder narrowly misses the horse, and the horse says, I don't think we can stay on the defensive forever, friend. Well, no, not friend, my prince.
Okay. Yeah, he knows. Anghel, conveys that he knows.
The ogre gets ogre strength. I guess Illona's turn. Illona will not act unless Muninn acts. So, Muninn, it's your turn.
Okay, Muninn would sleep.
Okay. Rebob's not there. Anghel.
Okay, Anghel aims the slingshot and fires, I guess.
May get your forceful attack, and obviously you get a bunch of bonuses.
Let's go. Please be cool. Okay, 5.
So you
Oh yeah.
5 plus 2 plus 2, that's a 9 versus the ogre's 7. So you deal 2 points of damage to the ogre.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Go on, go.
This is fun.
What
Ogre
do
of
you-
Nogi.
Nogi's the village that he just destroyed.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Um,
see.
Your choice of how the slingshot makes impact, but you nevertheless hurt it, as it. What? Obviously, you can inscribe the pebble of whatever you want. Do you have anything in mind?
Die. No, maybe
Okay.
not die. Maybe die. We'll start with die. We'll see afterwards.
Okay, he says. He just yells out aloud, "Ow!"
Okay.
Always first is not there. The horse will say, "Good shot. Do you want to fight on the ground, or shall I continue trying to stay at a distance?"
As long as you can keep it up, but let me know when you want to land.
I can keep this up forever, my prince. It's only a matter of how you would like to deal with this ogre.
All right.
Okay.
Anghel is drunk on power, right?
Fair enough. And the horse gets another 2 charges either way.
So,
The ogre, I think, would stamp his foot in impotent rage and say, Daddy, how can I fight a flying enemy? And
Oh God.
yeah, oh God is right, as the nearby waters will respond to this ogre's
Fuck you, God.
to this ogre's call for help. As the waters will enter the fray, giving the ogre an assist. On his turn, he will spend it trying to like ready himself for battle. And yeah, he does. 2 charges of ogre strength. Illona
boy.
won't act unless Muninn does Muninn.
Muninn, excuse me, Muninn at the moment wouldn't do anything. They're trying to get a bit of shut-eye.
Sure. Rebob's not there, so Anghel.
All right, let's try that again with the slingshot.
Sure. Give me a forceful, please. So that's 6 plus 2, 8.
Mm-hmm.
8 to his 7. He'll use a charge of ogre strength to mitigate that. Now, obviously, you have your own fate points, as well as the the horse's advantages if you want to use them.
I can use the horse's advantage in this?
Yeah, he's allowing you to, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use the horses.
Sure. How many?
1 for now?
Mm-hmm. Okay, that would mean 1 point of damage at the ogre as you nail it with another pebble. Any words of wisdom on this one?
Daddy's... Daddy's baby.
I thought you were gonna say another word that starts with B. Doesn't mean you have to. I'm joking, obviously.
Okay, let's not go that far. I mean, we're still innocent here.
Fair enough.
Whatever.
Fair enough. That was your turn, Anghel. Always first he sleeps. The horse's turn says...
No, always Thursday supposed to watch the camp. Okay.
Oh, no, not sleeps. My bad. I misspoke. I was...
I mean, I can see him, falling asleep. It was kind of sudden.
He would not. He will not, because you've given him a task. He'll follow it to the end.
Good, always thirsty.
Okay. The horse's turn. He says, "Good shot again. What's your strategy for this one?" Same question if you want him to like continue flying around, or if you'd like to like engage in melee with the
Keep
thing.
going. We're doing good.
Okay, he will do so. Yeah, he gains another 2 charges. The ogre, I think would just uproot a tree and chuck it at the 2 of you.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't type that right. Another tie means the ogre gets another advantage.
Okay.
Dely's not here, so your turn, Anghel.
Okay, another one.
Okay, give me a forceful, please.
I feel like this might be a little boring. Oh, it's an 8.
So he got a 10. That's 2 points of damage to the ogre.
Why not +4? Isn't it supposed to be a +4?
Yeah. So you have
So
a
12?
you have a 12 in total to his
Oh,
10.
2 points. Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah, but he'll use an advantage to negate it.
I'll use 1, 2.
Okay. He'll use another one to negate it.
I'll use another one, too.
Okay. What's the level 2 consequence you inflict on the fellow?
smack.
Makes sense to me. You duly inflict it, and you don't feel it because you're up in the air, but you see the earth begin to rumble, presumably with Eurymedon's rage.
God. Oh, that's probably gonna be hard. Okay.
Like, it rumbles so hard that even the ogre's off its footing for a moment.
Yeah, kill your own son, why don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Save us the trouble.
Deli, does Muninn wake up from a decent earthquake?
Does it reach all the way to the camp too?
I think so. It's not that far away.
Okay.
Oh. Probably not.
Fair enough.
Okay.
It would definitely stir them in their slumber.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Makes sense to me. Maybe this music is more appropriate. Okay, so on the top of the round, I think Eurymedon will sort of actually enter the fray as you see the waters kind of deform unnaturally, almost taking an anthropomorphic shape as they try to throw themselves at you and the horse.
All right. Who's defending against that?
Well, it hasn't happened. It's just narratively, if that makes sense.
Oh, okay.
In terms of initiative, it will go after the ogre. So it's the horse's turn. Same strategy? He asks.
Mm-hmm.
You do so. And yeah, he gains the things. The ogre on his turn regains his footing and chucks... How should he do this? Because he's dumb, but he's not that dumb. Like, he realizes he should probably target you, not the horse. But how can he do that realistically?
I wonder.
He'll try to scare you, I guess, by saying, "Come down and face me. If you're the one that Daddy fears, why are you just throwing rocks like a coward? You're not worthy of being my daddy's enemy." Or do you defend yourself from him?
You said Daddy fears? Okay. That's nice to know.
How do you defend yourself from that?
How do you defend from a verbal attack? Do you like kind of... I'm not... Okay. I'm trying to think of a forceful way.
Ignoring it is forceful.
Okay, we're ignoring you. Thanks for that. I guess.
Funnily enough, your stun still applies.
Yeah, even as a defense, though?
I mean... oh, never mind, I'm an idiot. Ignore
Yeah,
what I said.
I mean, it used to. I know.
Ignore what I said.
I fear that. So forceful?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you succeed. The ogre does get an advantage, as you feel slightly rattled, but not enough to shake your resolve. But the ogre does get an advantage.
Okay.
As for the waters, they will basically try to like fire themselves at you as like sort of mini projectiles. How do you defend yourself?
Mini projectiles?
Of like droplets of water, but at like high speeds.
Trying to think if I can somehow deflect that with the ladle or something. But
Yeah, you can try.
the thing is, though, that in my head, I hate bringing this up, but like when you hold a slingshot, you need both hands, right?
Do you?
I don't know
Oh,
how
yes, you do. To fire
How
it.
do you
Do you?
hold?
Yeah, don't you just like twirl it around with one hand?
Oh, okay, that kind of slingshot. Okay,
I mean, it looks like this one, the one that's on screen.
yeah, I get it. Okay, awesome. Then you can hold the ladle in the other hand. Cool.
Hmm?
So he tries to like push them away forcefully. Yeah.
I determine if it's forceful or not. I'd say it's either
Yeah, I was just saying that's how he does it.
I'd say it's either careful or forceful.
Okay, we'll go with forceful. As surprising as that is.
No, 1 point of damage coming your way.
Mm.
As you go ahead.
I'm trying. Maybe we'll use
Oh
one.
no, I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. The ladle applies and the monk's prayers apply. So you defend yourself.
Yay. Okay.
My bad. Illona will only active. Muninn does Muninn.
Muninn would be dreaming about sheep.
Sure.
That's boring.
What? What do you mean?
Sheep of all things.
Yeah.
I guess it's they're sleeping well.
Above board, being honest, I did have a dream planned out for all of you, but I guess we'll get into that in the next session. Muninn, you're
Is
dreaming
that is that the April 1st? Or...
Oh.
No.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think we'll get to the April 1st thing in maybe like, at this pace, maybe like 4 sessions from now.
Brilliant.
I don't mind. Either way, Anghel, it's your turn. You're able to like deflect these like water bullets, for lack of a better term, with your ladle.
Okay, so he throws the slingshot at the ogre again.
Okay, give me a forceful, please. So with a 4, you don't hit this time. As it's starting to uproot a tree to throw at you, and you hit the tree, which obviously does nothing.
Okay, can I use 2
Of course you can.
2 horse charges? Heroic charges? Heroic charges?
That will deal 2 damage to the ogre. The ogre will use one of its advantages to mitigate it.
Okay, so I'll use another one.
Okay. I also only have one fate point for this scene. Okay. Okay, the ogre will take its level 3 stress.
Alright.
As you hit it in any body part in mind, or shall I come up with one?
The forehead?
Yeah, sure. You hit it in the forehead and you leave a giant dent in it.
Ooh. Alright.
Yeah. And it it's inscribed in letters that you don't know how to read, but would in the Romi language read. Here's your cue.
Oh, sorry. Stupid. Because we're very mature.
From now on, the words "stupid" are forever emblazoned on its forehead in a like dent.
Okay. I feel it's fitting.
Good thing he doesn't know how to read, I guess. That was Anghel's turn. The horse will say, "Nice mark you've left on him." Same strategy.
Yes.
Okay. The horse, for whatever reason, flounders and only creates 1 advantage. The ogre, as promised, lifts up a gigantic tree to throw at the 2 of you. I guess the horse will have to defend. Let's see how he does. He defends. Okay.
Yay.
Dodges. and the waters will once again aim for you, Anghel, with like many bullets, water bullets, obviously. How do you defend?
Okay, once again with the ladle then.
Let's see your force, please.
I'm the master of the ladle.
With a +2 bonus, that's sufficient. But
Yes.
the waters don't have an advantage of their own to use. Okay, so they won't.
All right.
Illona, Muninn?
Muninn would be dreaming about.
The thing.
Is that Anghel on a horse? Maybe not. I don't know. that's what Muninn would be dreaming about.
They're becoming telepathic or something.
Yeah.
Clairvoyant.
Yeah.
I guess we'll delve into Muninn's dreams soon enough. Okay.
Ominous.
Rebob won't act. Anghel.
Anghel. Slingshot. Yeah.
Let's see it.
You know the drill. 8.
+4, that's 12. The ogre has to use his advantage to mitigate that. Taking damage would be
Alright,
bad.
I'll use the horses.
Okay. You do 2 damage to the fellow. He has to take his level 4 consequence. What's the level 4 consequence you inflict on him? Again, it's a more severe injury. Not as crippling as a 6, but it's still bad.
Is a concussion...
I think it works. I think.
Okay.
Yeah. You hit him in the head again and you see him like really tripping over himself and like you've really smacked him hard, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Always firstly does nothing. The horse on its turn says, one more round and I think it will be over. Let's do this.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Yeah, he succeeds 2 charges.
Nice. God, this horse is a... how do you say it?
Godsend.
Godsend, yes. Just not that god. I don't know which god.
The ogre, in a sort of blind rage, will charge straight for the horse, like run in its direction as like you guys.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
That has to be scary as hell.
Oh, definitely. The horse will try to defend. The horse defends quite easily. The waters will once again try to fire their little bullets at Anghel. How does Anghel defend himself?
With his ladle.
Let's see it.
Little.
That's a 7 with your bonuses. Yeah, you defend your with the ladle from the water bullets successfully. Muninn.
Can Muninn make a telepathic advantage because they dream about Anghel's success?
Only if you agree to giving me 1 fate point, because 2 players get involved in the battle.
Oh, don't do that.
Okay, I'm not gonna. Yeah, never mind. Muninn just. me. It's just sleeping.
And speaking of Anghel, it's your turn.
All right. Hopefully one final blow with the slingshot.
Hopefully.
Let's do it. A 3. Oh no. I was just talking. Oh fuck. Okay, that's a 7 against a 12.
I think with that big of a difference, this isn't to like penalize you, but because I think it would be more cool this way. As like the horse flies close to like get you in position to like aim your slingshot, the ogre just like reaches out and knocks you off the horse on the ground.
No, fuck.
Fortunately, Fortunately, you're flying low, so you're not like impacted by the fall. But now you're on the ground. The ogre gets an advantage. The good news is we get probably a cooler ending to this battle.
I thought about maybe using, the thing before, but okay. I'll let it happen, so it'll be interesting.
The horse, seeing this happen, will continue creating advantages, but this time it's not so much getting you into position, but rather trying to act as a distraction. Make sense?
Okay. So I can still use,
And the horse fails miserably.
Oh.
But yes, you can still use the heroic charge.
Is it like a different... Was it a different aspect?
He would have created a different advantage, and in fact, he will create a different advantage before the ogre to use with that big of a failure.
Oh, no.
But yes, you can still use heroic charge if you want to.
Okay.
Clumsy fall, I'll call it.
Oh.
As the ogre lets out a bellow of laughter, and as it towers over you, it swings and brings its club down upon you. How do you defend yourself?
With the ladle?
Let's see it. Give me a forceful.
So funny.
With a
7.
Yeah.
It's a 2, right? All right, we took the 2 stress right now.
No, it's you don't. Isn't it a?
Oh.
No, I think you're right. I just need to confirm it.
With the ladle and the hand.
Yeah. Ladle and hand. Yeah. 2 points of damage coming your way. Your level 2 stress, you said?
Yeah.
I think the ogre will use the clumsy fall to deal 4 points of damage to you.
Then I will use smack.
Okay.
I do.
Okay. As he brings his club down upon you, and you block it with the ladle, and as absurd as it is, the ladle holds. It's you that's not holding, as this giant amount of weight is just pressing down on you.
Oh.
And it drives you to your knees, not like enough to like knock you over. And the ogre lets out another bellowing laughter and says, maybe Daddy really was wrong. And he lifts his club up ready to strike once again.
Okay.
The waters, instead of like creating bullets, will like try to ensnare you to keep you in place.
Oh no.
This will be an attempt at creating an advantage. And they definitely succeed with 2 charges. As the water level suddenly rises around you, and you find it difficult, not impossible, but difficult for your feet to move.
Damn. Okay. All right. Fine.
Obstructive waters, I'll call it. Your turn. Well, unless Muninn wants to do something.
No.
You're on deck, Show&Tell.
Okay. Anghel, then he just lets the water do whatever, but he... if he's in close range to the ogre now, then I guess he just hits him with the ladle.
Sounds like a forceful attack.
Yeah. It certainly is. It's a 5.
5 with 1,
4.
2... Yeah, with 4, that would be that would be 1 point of damage, which would be fatal damage for the ogre, so he has to use his ogre strength advantage to resist.
Okay, I'm using heroic charge.
You use a charge of heroic charge. Let's simplify it. The ogre will use the charge of the 2 charges of obstructive waters. I'm guessing you're using the 2 more charges of heroic charge. Okay. Then the ogre will spend the 1 fate point that I have for the scene to prevent that from happening.
But I will use heroic charge.
Okay. How do you take down this ogre?
I think maybe I kind of sweep his legs from under it with the ladle, maybe, like,
It's a magical ladle, yeah.
and he just folds really badly.
Hmm?
I guess.
Falls really bad. Do you want to kill him or just like incapacitate him?
I mean, he deserves to die.
Ouch. Okay.
I mean, like,
mean-
is incapacitating him means that he won't ever do this again, though?
It means you
I
can.
mean, I guess I can.
You can impose whatever
force
the
him
hell
to,
you want
yeah.
on him. I will say, if you're like trying to follow the Prince Charming narrative, Prince Charming sometimes shows mercy to the wicked, but not often. And usually, when he does show mercy to the wicked, they like betray him later.
Oh, so Anghel knows those stories, right? So,
Yeah, but that also means he's inclined to follow them.
I mean, maybe, or maybe he learned the lesson from.
I said inclined, not forced.
Yeah, right. I'm just thinking, like, this ogre is gonna be incapacitated, and then he will just lay there. What will the people do?
You can, if you decide to incapacitate the ogre, you can have whatever you wish from him. Like you can say, hey, disappear, return back to the mythical world and never bother me
Ooh,
again.
help them rebuild, and then leave. I like that, actually. Okay.
What?
To make him rebuild the village.
Oh, yeah, you can.
And then leave.
That's entirely within your power to demand of it.
Okay, then I won't kill it. I won't kill it. I will show mercy.
So how does that happen narratively? As you sweep the ogre's legs from underneath it and it falls to the ground, lets out a loud shout of pain. I guess first things first, what's the level 6 consequence you inflict on it? Again, a crippling injury. Mental or physical?
Handicap. Is there like a specific word for people who can't use their legs? Although if he can use his legs, he won't be able to help.
He has arms.
Yeah, but he won't be able to move.
He can drag himself. He won't be dignified, but he can do
That's
it.
kind of sad. Okay, maybe one leg. Maybe one leg is like one-legged. We'll call it.
One-legged,
or
okay.
something.
Okay.
Like it's not like gone or something, but it's
unusable at least for a good
Yeah.
while.
yeah.
So again, you sweep him off his legs, he like falls on his back and probably like lands badly on one of his legs, breaking it, ? And
I guess. Yeah.
he lets out a scream of pain. How do you impose your conditions upon him as he like starts crying?
Yeah, that's a good question because Anghel can't speak. But
Well, if you want,
he can point.
yeah, the ogre can understand your pointing, sure.
Okay. Then he will point at the ogre. He will point at the buildings. And
Fine. Just leave me alone. I just wanted the kingdom and humans to eat. Why are you so mean?
and then he will point at like I don't know how you can really convey it by pointing, but like basically after you help build, you leave. Never come back.
Probably like a shoe motion.
Yeah. But like after though.
Yeah.
Make it very clear.
It'll be conveyed.
Okay.
Of course.
Okay, cool.
Never liked this mortal world anyway.
Good.
And as the earth rumbles once again in Eurymedon's now impotent rage, but the waters recede. He knows that he can't take you down right now. And the horse lands and says, we should probably return to camp before our friends notice.
Anghel looks back at him and nods and kind of half smiles. He finally feels good about something. Something went right for once.
You did good, my prince, and I'll give you another tick on your Prince Charming counter for not just defeating the ogre, but also like doing it in a way to like be good, if that makes sense.
Awesome.
And yeah, now we are in the range of the Prince Charming stuff will actually have a tangible effect.
Woo! I'm so excited for this.
Awesome.
We'll probably reveal the tangible effect in the morning when everyone's awake, I guess.
Okay.
But as you, I'm guessing, mount up your horse and return to the campsite, above board, the horse will like land like fairly close to the campsite and then change back to his more non-regal form, let's say.
Mm-hmm. No problem.
And it's like stomach issue form, for lack of a better term. He will say, again, please keep this a secret from your friends.
Anghel will pat his head in reassurance.
Nuzzles against you.
He's so cute. I love him. He's my favorite pet.
And as you return to the camp, I'm thinking this is a good spot to end today's session.
I think so. I just love how it's like Anghel just kind of returning like nothing happened. I mean, I don't know how long this fight actually took. But I mean, they were all sleepy, so.
I mean, you know how like always first they sometimes ask you like, oh, you are doing this bad thing because you're actually like thinking of a clever plan, or oh, you're going away because you're going to like fight a monster or whatever. This is the first time you'll be right.
Yes.
Deli, what's up? How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm having a nice sleep. I'm very impressed above board with Anghel. It's very heroic. Although it's a shame that no one other than the horse or Pegasus witnessed it. And obviously the ogre and the nearby village.
Well, maybe I don't know how much of it they saw.
I guess no one in the party noticed, I guess, is a better way to put it.
Yeah.
But it was
and I think
really
maybe
cool.
Anghel is content, that nobody knows, kind of.
Oh, that's sad. But, I mean...
I know, he's fine with himself, though. It's something that he needed for himself, and he feels like better. I think he needed this.
That's good.
It's, I will say, Prince Charming can brag. He's not, like, perfect. He's just perfect, but not in that way, I guess.
Yeah, but I don't know if Anghel is the bragging type.
Well, as in, if you do it, I won't penalize your Prince Charming token.
Oh, no, I didn't think about it that way. No, I just love the idea that, I went off, to take a leak or something. Nobody has a clue.
Yeah.
Either way, you protected the innocent on this day. You dispatched a very difficult creature above board. And all's well when that's well, I guess.
Woo!
Yeah.
I feel so accomplished.
Hell yeah.
Deli, I'm sorry. Well, I tried to give you an opportunity to step in if you wanted to.
No, I know you did.
Yeah, but then I said no. Like, I was totally fine with you, just waking up and I don't know what.
Yeah. No, I what's the word? Chose to not keep myself out, but I chose to sit this one out because it was cool. It was cool to witness. It was like, I feel like it would have been a little bit confusing if like not confusing as in, oh, that doesn't make sense. I mean, it would make it a bit more chaotic if Muninn suddenly decided to wake up and get involved. So
You do wonder though what you were planning when you said telepathically help.
oh yeah, I mean I don't know.
Just because it's like it's a very heroic moment and all that. The way I sort of imagined what Deli meant was like, you know how like in anime, like the hero sometimes gets a flashback before like a heroic moment. Maybe it's like a
Or his friends, like
an after image of the hero's friends just encouraging them. I would have taken it as something like that. This is like the one time I would have been okay with it, but I would have like taken it at the cost of an extra fate point because them's the rules. 2 players are involved.
I mean, I think honestly I could have handled another fate point, but I was like, I don't need it, and I don't want to risk it. And so.
Yeah.
Yeah. All's well that ends well. What can I say? And you did well, and given the circumstances, and you have the legend of Prince Charming grows now with its first actual tangible effect that will reveal. Probably not at the start of the next session, because there's the like dream sequence that I mentioned, but soon enough.
Okay.
Either way, there were other things that happened in this session as well. Opinions on those?
We went to sleep. Oh, like Muninn discovered things.
And also the
Are
interaction
kind
with
of
Ophelia.
important. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
It seemed a little bit slapstick in a good way. The interaction with Ophelia. It was like
okay, yeah.
Because it was like, oh damn, we gotta get Rebob to shut the hell up. What are we gonna do?
Yes.
That was a cool and like light-hearted way to begin the session, I think, if you know what I mean.
It was also very clever on Ashen's part, I'll admit. It's like if Ashen were away at that instant and we were piloting Illona, I personally at least would not have thought of that way of distracting Rebob.
Oh, definitely not.
Neither. I don't think I would have either. I think that was a good initiative on Ashen's part.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
That said, there was also some other stuff in the Ophelia interaction other than just cat shenanigans, which admittedly were interesting and funny, but yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Muninn revealed their secret.
One of them.
That happened too.
Deli, I will hold you to that compel. I'll make a note of it, by the way. The compel that you have to spill the bean. Well, not to like reveal in a very uncouth way that you know that Ophelia got beat up by her cousin.
Oh yeah. I'm waiting for that. I want that to be brought up because we did. It just felt like we didn't really need to talk about. I don't know. That Anghel wouldn't bring it up, and I don't know when it would bring it up or something. I don't know. We'll be forced to deal with it.
I'm excited to see what happens though, and it also because I don't know. Maybe we would have. I was gonna say. I don't know if we would have mentioned it to each other, but maybe we would have. I don't know. Like Anghel and Muninn mentioning it to each other.
I think if you guys did, it would have prompted a more in-depth discussion.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
One other thing, there was also maybe Ophelia acting shady, but she did roll a sneaky F11, so I guess you know nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting.
I want to know what the hell she was being sneaky about, but I guess we'll never know.
And what she said was things. What'd she say? You don't understand what's happening, or something like that.
She said, "Yeah, of course I'm keeping secrets from you. You're also keeping secrets from me. I thought we established that like at the beginning."
Yeah, no, but before that, what prompted our? She said like, you don't know what's happening, and then Anghel asked what's happening.
Yeah, she said she emphasized the fact that like time is of the essence, and she appeared very agitated.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. I mean, a lot of things are happening. We don't know
It's interesting.
What she's talking about.
It's interesting, to say the least. But maybe we can wean it out of her tomorrow. And as in tomorrow in game time.
Yeah.
Maybe. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Other stuff that happened this session, yeah, I guess it would be the revelations of the book.
Yeah, that was important. I'm glad that we know that now, finally. Or at
Well,
least
one of you
Muninn
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think of ways that Muninn could... Maybe next time there's a sacrifice, that's when Muninn would say, oh, by the way, I read in this book. Because the whole... not Ophelia. The whole... I'm just checking my notes. Oracle thing is interesting, but it's probably only something that could apply towards Muninn, because Muninn's always considered themselves to be an acolyte of Acacius. Only recently have they sort of decided, this whole thing with Acacius is suspicious.
Oh, Anghel will love to know that we've been kind of tricked, I guess, in some way by the gods.
Yeah.
Not that he won't be surprised, but he'll just be like, haha, I knew it.
Yeah. But it'll be good for... Like, next time we sacrifice something, it'll also be good because it's like, oh, well, we've gained the god's favor, and also we have meat and pelts.
And pelts, yeah.
I guess I should sort of clarify a little bit about the like thing with the sacrificing only bones. Basically, you ask something of a god and perform a sacrifice in return. The sacrifice being the bones or other inedible detritus. That's basically paying something even. But if you were to like include the entire animal, as you guys have been doing, it's like paying, I don't know, $1,000 when you only have to pay 10.
Damn.
Yeah.
Just to like force an analogy, I
And
guess.
what they said was like, of course it costs $1,000. That's all you want.
Yeah, pretty much.
We're tourists. We've been totally...
Yeah, kinda, I guess.
Yeah.
As for the Oracle thing, we will revisit that soon, of course. And also interesting speculations that you guys had about like the other implications with Omniverse and all that. I won't comment, obviously, but I do find it interesting.
Yeah, I also think it's interesting.
Definitely.
And after that, the major thing was, of course, the Prince Charming display, for lack of a better term. We've already spoken. Go ahead.
I was going to say, Show&Tell, you did so well, and Anghel was fucking epic.
Yeah, and the horse, though. It was all thanks to the horse.
That was such a... Sorry, go on.
Anghel did plenty too.
But, I mean, all those advantages came in handy.
The surprise reveal of the horse is also really cool.
Yeah. So awesome. And the fact that you can talk, too.
Yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, we all knew something was up with this horse for a while, but it's actually... It's cool to actually see what was going on.
Definitely.
Funny enough, if Muninn were to see this horse, they would know it by a different name from their own mythology.
Ooh, what name, or can you not tell?
I mean, it's a real world mythology name, so I'm fine saying it. Sleipnir.
Oh,
That sounds cool.
I love Sleipnir. Interestingly, though, I didn't want to go. Actually, Sleipnir. It's cool that. What the hell am I saying? Sleipnir didn't have any wings, but
Oh, I thought he
if
did.
you had a, sorry,
I thought he did. My bad.
oh, that's all right. It's cool though because it's like, how do I put it? A four-legged horse doesn't really make sense. Like, why is that able to fly? I think Pegasus is like make more sense.
He's able to fly, but he doesn't have wings.
Yeah,
Interesting.
but obviously your horse does, or Pegasus.
Okay. So Sleipnir can fly. Okay.
I'm pretty sure he can.
I will say it's the horse will take the form that's closest to Anghel's people's mythology, if that makes sense.
That's cool.
Where it does have wings. It's just that, like, even if Sleipnir doesn't have wings, I think if Muninn were to see the horse in its full glory, I think that's the name that would come to their mind.
Yeah, I love the sentiment. That's really cool. Would if Muninn excuse me, if Muninn rode the horse, would it have 4 legs? Or is that like a stupid question?
What do you mean 4 legs? Don't.
Sorry, 8. I meant 8.
Oh, okay.
I hesitate only because I can't see. Muninn has not been acting Prince Charming like at all, so the horse would not allow Muninn to ride it.
Okay, that's fair enough.
If hypothetically there's like some emergency where, I don't know, you guys have to, all of you escape and the horse volunteers to pick all of you up, you'd still perceive it as having wings because it's primarily Anghel's horse. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Very cool.
Lucky Anghel as well.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's so sick.
Well, Anghel also did prove himself worthy of having a flying horse. If he didn't, above board, the horse, like, eventually would have abandoned Anghel, and it would have been impossible to defeat the dragon.
Oh no.
Oh, damn. So, oh, wow. That's really cool that the horse is involved with the dragon. I mean, it makes sense if it's an agent of...
Yeah, it's one of the
Yeah, I mean the
companions of Prince
dragon
Charming.
curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It follows Anghel specifically because Angel's Prince Charming.
Yeah. That's really cool. Go Anghel.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose we'll deal with the aftermath in the next session. Yeah, I don't think I have much else left to add, except that I wish I had put more heroic music, had more heroic music ready. Not a lot of heroic stuff has happened in our campaign.
Sadly.
Yeah.
Well, like,
Maybe
you
that's
guys have been victorious in battle, but rarely have you acted like heroes of legend.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Anghel was very much Heroes of Legend today, though.
Yeah, it was pretty incredible.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. The horse would not have revealed itself if you had not decided to, like, go investigate the, like, fire and fight the ogre.
Yeah, honestly, I wasn't even sure, what we were going to do. I thought maybe we'll just see what it is and then go back, and I don't know it, but we couldn't.
All's well that ends well. You, you, Anghel, however you want to define it, did a good deed today, I suppose.
Yay!
Are there any other thoughts that you guys would like to share before we go into our shoutouts?
No, I don't think so.
No. Other than eat your veggies.
Okay. Yeah, that's a very valid sentiment. Okay. Well then, dear viewers, thank you as usual for watching and listening to us. First things first, do check out Ashen. She described herself very briefly, but to put it in more detail, she's a great artist. I think she accepts commissions still. I think if she does, her products are really good. I highly recommend them. Yeah. Next, the dice say that we should see what Show&Tell is up to. Could you please go ahead and talk about what's up with you, Show&Tell?
Yes, hi. So I'm Show&Tell, and I have a Patreon. I will tell you reactions, but I also finally have a YouTube channel, which I
Woohoo.
just posted.
Hmm?
Oh, I guess I have 2 videos by now on 2 separate channels. That you can. I mean, we updated, right? The thing is
It is
updated.
updated. It is updated, but above board, this will air on April 1st, so you may have
Oh,
more
right,
videos.
right. So there will be maybe more, a little more. It's my bad.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do check her out. If you're familiar with like anime terminology, I think you can tell what the two channels are about, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But if not, still check out her Patreon because she has a absurdly large catalog of reactions, I would say. Anything else, Show and Tell?
No.
Okay. Thank you very much. And next we would have Deli. Could you please go ahead and talk about yourself and what you're doing?
Absolutely. Hello, everyone. I am Deli. Outside of these sessions, I am a indie VTuber on Twitch.tv. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, maybe I'm not. So I stream variety. Anytime I get the chance, I will play any video game you ask me, even if it's a virus. So if you want to say hi, feel free to pop in and say hello. It would be awesome to meet you guys. I'm also on. If you follow the link on screen, I'm also on Twitter, Blue Sky, and like YouTube and stuff like that, TikTok, etc.
Yeah, it's a magic link that directs you to all of Deli's other links. Very very handy.
Yes. Do you know what? Something I constantly forget to plug, but I wish I used it more, is my Discord. So if you want to come and join my Discord server and say hello, then feel free.
Yeah, Deli's Discord is very welcoming. I highly recommend it as well. Thank you very much, Deli.
Yeah.
And I, dear viewers, was your Dungeon Master, Game Master Teeironor. I did this series, it's a lot of fun. I do another series set in the Warcraft universe that's also had some interesting developments recently, let's say. It's mostly on my channel, some episodes, well, a lot of episodes, but are dispersed on other channels, but there's a playlist on my channel, so there's that. Different group of lovely people, but still a lot of fun. Other than that, as usual, thank you very much, dear viewers, for watching and listening to us. We should be back next week, but if not, as usual, I'll let you all know on Twitter and Blue Sky. And yeah, we'll see you when we'll see you. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.